Sometimes it is difficult for a white woman to write her story set in the Mississippi Delta without coming across as precious. This is an account I have begun to write every few years, only to set it aside again because it might be too depressing, or too self-aggrandizing, or too self-deprecating. Mostly, I feared that some may perceive it as an indictment of the Delta, where many people I love still live. Whatever the reason, decade after decade, I postponed and proceeded with life. Now, over 30 years later, as I sit in my home in the beautiful mountain town of Ouray, Colorado, waiting out the pandemic, I decide maybe it is time. I go to the attic and bring down 6 boxes of decades-old newspaper and magazine clippings. I clear my dining room table and begin the laborious task of sifting through dozens of articles, one by one. I find 14 empty cardboard boxes and label them clearly with the dates, 1977 through 1990, one for each year we owned and operated the winery Rushing near Marigold. Mixed throughout the articles are faded photographs, awards, medals, and letters from customers. I examine each one and place it in the box with the corresponding date. Opening the 3rd box, I find the most recent newspaper article, and I set it aside. It is not as faded as the others, and its bold headline about a triple murder in Marigold jumps out among the older, yellowed ones. I brush off a dusty accounts ledger with dog-eared pink invoices sticking out on the top. Affixed to the front cover is a large label, Crime Search Scene, Evidence Report. I open it and am flooded with memories of calling on wholesale customers from all over Mississippi, Tupelo, Oxford, Olive Branch, Ocean Springs, and I can still envision some of the faces of those with whom we did business so many years ago. I find a 22-year-old printed email from a prestigious writer who wanted to explore the rights to our story. He flew in from Canada and spent a week with us, reading the articles and interviewing us over countless glasses of wine. He found our journey compelling and wanted to run with it, but my husband and I eventually nixed the whole idea when we realized how harrowing it was for us to revisit. He was disappointed, but he understood. In the bottom of the last sealed carton is a little wooden box containing 5 dog collars, carefully wrapped in white tissue.